I'd like to talk to you about practical life and some things you might need to collect if you don't have them from around your house currently. But what you will be needing is some items that cut. I have a banana slicer, an egg slicer, an apple cutter and core, and then this one's for avocados. So I just have those here at my house. But if you don't have them, start looking around secondhand stores or at this, Bed Bath and Beyond, wherever. I always think the cheapest way possible so I can get the most. That's why I have a lot of stuff. So up here, we're going to teach flower arranging in practical life. You'll need there's an old beater, a hand mixer, scoops of all kinds, wood and plastic and metal, all different kinds of scoops. And then here I have tweezers, a clothespin and tongs, and then cutting instruments here of all kinds, including a potato peeler, just different, some that are not very sharp and some that are really sharp. Here's a butter knife. Things that sweep, little sweepers. This is actually something to dye hair, but I'm going to use it as a sweeper. And then back here, we have a grater. We have measuring cups, measuring spoons, measuring scoops of all kinds, a funnel, another cutter. You can use this with doing many things, even playing with Play-Doh. And then we have wire whisks of different shapes and different kinds. And then always have a butter knife, a spoon, and a fork. This is kind of to roll things out. They can also play with Play-Doh with it. A rolling pin here, and then some measuring cups. So just some things that are normally around a kitchen that we are going to implement into our work. The work that we teach children in everyday life of how to do things. And in the Montessori environment, when you use an egg grater, you grate soap, and that grated soap is used in a project where you whisk and you make bubbles. So these things can be incorporated to do several things that you wouldn't normally think of, but actually teach everyday life skills and build large and fine motor skills. So your child will be mastering these things, which will allow them to master a paintbrush, a pencil, a pen, much better as they work with this material. So it's fun if you get pleasing things that are pleasing to the eye. This is a wood scoop that is just beautiful. I got this somewhere, like a thrift store or something, but it's smooth and it's very pleasing to the touch. This is a very antique metal scoop. This is a really fun, you would use it for, butter or whatever, but you can use it for cutting Play-Doh or cutting a banana or cutting a piece of bread. It's kind of cool, fun, has acorns on it. I think this is from a kit for cutting out a jack-o'-lantern, but you can use this to cut cheese or things like that, because it's not sharp. I mean, it can do some damage, but it's not cutting me. So it's another segue from, say, a butter knife, or like this plastic, takeout food knife, that you can start with, that those are really safe. And this, it looks more dangerous, but it's really not. So those are some items. And then your child should be able to cut with a sharp knife after they've practiced with the other ones. So in Montessori, we don't keep that from them. We watch them master this and how they treat the material. And when we feel like they're mature enough, then we allow them to work with a sharp knife. This is cool. You can make Play-Doh and roll it out. They can play Play-Doh or learn to cook or roll out dough to make their own pizza. A funnel. Oops, sorry about that. A funnel to teach funneling. So practical life is teaching practical life skills, measuring water or pouring water. So these are some of the material, some utensils and things that you'll need in the Practical Life Center, just to teach them how to use them. So we'll have lessons on those, but this is the material that you can start collecting over time or making sure you have around the house. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to move on to some other practical life material, the containers and different projects that we'll make. Please subscribe and keep watching. Thank you.